second places and a third at the Red Bull Ring. Things got a bit more varied and he had a couple of crashes and that drifted off to 6th. So his season has sort of rather come apart in the second half. What was a really excellent beginning of the 2020 season for him. And there's the live cup standings. You can see that Acosta has the 45-point advantage. Of course, even after the end of this race, there's still 75 points on. Oh! And down the two of the guys down. And one of them is Alonso. 3 guys down. And Acosta's one of those, isn't he?
Acosta was leading the last.
Was it Holgado? Definitely.
No, it's Salvador.
It's Salvador way ahead, and that has turned things around because that is Acosta down, but so has Alonso gone down. Hopefully they're all right, but it's now just shows. And there is Holgado. He's got going again. Acosta and Alonso haven't got going again. Holgado has, and well, it just goes.
Well, there's obviously a damp. That's where Munoz went down on the previous lap. Pedro Acosta's okay there. He's
okay, but Alonso's bike's more badly damaged, I think. I can see the seat smash, but Acosta trying to get going. He's obviously okay, and he's trying to get the bike restarted, and so is obviously Alonso's okay. David Alonso's okay as well, and he's trying to get at least onto the track, but his fairing's dragging on the road, and that's quite badly damaged.
So there's things hanging off that bike.
Yeah, complete turnaround then. So it's Salvador from Otola, Ton, Ogden, Van Aert, Fire, Guevara, and David Munoz. My goodness,
totally unaware of this as well, because the 3-bike crash was right behind him.
Incredible stuff. And he just set the fastest lap of the race, but actually Mario Aggi was even quicker than him. So the pace is there still, that's for sure. Getting quicker all the time. And I'm sure we will see a replay of that. And Acosta's not going anywhere, is he?
He's definitely out.
He's not going anywhere.
And
David Alonso, we saw, and he's got that something dragging on the tyres, isn't it? Fairing dragging on the belly pump. He's not going to go very far either. Right. So, well, that's two of the that's the guys first and second in the cup are out of this race. Wow, my goodness. So. David Salvador, and whether he notices that he realises what's happened now, I don't know, but he'll probably see it from his pit signal. But if he takes a look over his shoulder, he'll see that instead of having a pack chasing him, there's the others are a long way back. In fact, it's 3 seconds back they are now. So, catch your breath for a moment. It's David Salvador that leads, and then we have Mario Aggi on the number 34 machine. There's a cup leader walking away. Mario Aggi is in second place after his great qualifying, obviously, and we'll see a replay.
Through the right and the left, this long hanging left-hander here, and I think there's just, was it Costa that...
I think it was Salvador, it was David Alonso that went first on the number 80.
Yeah, just early on. Yeah, very early on. That was a lot earlier than the Munoz crash the lap before. And just obviously a damp patch there. They're getting hard on the throttle with quite a lot of lean angle. And it was a bit of a domino effect, unfortunately. Maybe even just clipped that white line.
Yeah.
Which in normal, perfectly dry, warm conditions is not a problem.
I mean, the paints that they use now are supposed to give good grip, but I mean, good grip isn't the same as total grip, is it?
It does in the dry. It's pretty much up there with the tarmac grip in the dry, but in the wet, it decreases quite a lot. It's best to be safe. You need to be more upright on the paint.
Keep away from it. Okay, and we can see that's David Alonso there. He's talking to rider coach Danny Ribalta and his mechanic helper, and that.
There's nothing wrong there, really.
No.
I'm just glad everyone's okay.
But there are still 20 runners, so there's no point in trying to patch that motorcycle up, and he's not going to get any points, obviously, and it's badly damaged, things hanging off it and that. And there comes Acosta. He's on his way back on the scooter. So total disaster for the guys first and second in the cup. But very much gone into the hands of David Salvador, and he's had his share of bad luck this year already. As David Salvador, he just wasn't happy with the feeling he was getting from his motorcycle in the opening rounds of the year. He was sort of 5th, 16th, 7th, 5th, but he's come strong now, and he's got a really good run. He's still only 7th in the championship chase, but this, of course, will do him a power of good. Great to see. He's a very likeable guy. There's Pedro Acosta. Getting commiserations from the HJC helmets man. He looks after these guys so well.
Yeah, all the protective kit doing a brilliant job there. You can see that was a huge crash for these three riders, as was for Munoz on the lap before, and everyone perfectly okay. And like you said, still 75 points left. Actually, the live cup standings there, it puts Ivan Ortola actually into second, 45 points behind.
And I see that Marcus Uriarte on the 89 machine is up into second place, but he's got a track warning already, and I think that is for going 3 track limits. Yeah. So he's got to really watch out, because 2 more, and is that another faller?
Is that not Fire, is it?
90. I think it is Colin Fire. Yes, you're right. It's Colin Fire. He's obviously twisted something. He's limping away, but doesn't want any help.
Gone down hard on his left shoulder there. Oh, yeah, just got his braking all wrong there. Just another rider pulled over in front of him and got hard on the brake. Big stoppie there, so he did well to miss any riders in front. Yeah, and the track limit warnings, it's so easy to do that at turn 1 this time because of the damp patches. The guys are crossing and letting the brakes off, and of course they run wide, but they run onto the green concrete, and I've seen quite a few of the riders, including Salvador. He's been on the green paint a couple of times, and after 3 times, as you said, you'll get a warning. 5 times and you get a long lap penalty.
Right, so then there's confirmation at the bottom of your screen. Oh, I've got another faller. My goodness, that's the 24. That's Ivan Ortola.
Oh, what a shame, because he was just doing so well in the
championship. And he was up into 3rd in the championship.
Yeah.
Neil, he'd had that win at Motorland Aragon. He's in fact the last 4 races were 3-3-1-3 after a second in the final race at the Red Bull Ring. So there we go. That's
turn 1. Yeah, that is the classic corner, and so easy for that to happen. You tip in there, you're confident, and then of course just get a little slide. The tyres grip again, and then you go.
But the interesting thing, it's sort of sadly interesting, is the fact that actually in the opening laps, when things were at their worst, if you like, the guys managed the situation okay, and it's now, we're at lap 7. It's into the second half of the race where the problems are all coming.
I think they were pretty cautious, they were pretty mature in the opening laps, but then the red mist kicks in, and this is a big bunch here. This is a battle. This is the
884. That's the 6th place. 6th and 7th. So that's a huge bunch, isn't it? Yeah, right. Well, let's have a bit of explanation of it. Salvador from Mario Adjian, Marcus Uriarte battling for Philippe Ton up into 4th place. That is by far the best ride that we've ever had from Philippe Ton, the 15-year-old German. He's had a disastrous season, really. He's full of crashes, and his best finish has been a 17th, 18th, and 21st. So that is absolutely superb to see him way up there, battling 4th and 5th with Scott Ogden, in fact. So excellent stuff. And that is the battle for 2nd place between Mario Adjian on 34 and Marcus Uriarte, the Spaniard, on 89. And they have and there's a confirmation if you're interested in the cup standings at the moment that
and incredibly, Pedro Acosta still leading, and Alonso 52 points behind him.
Because 2nd and 3rd are out of the race. But anyway, okay, that's 34 is Mario Adjian and Marcus Uriarte on the 89, and they are being chased by Scott Ogden and Philippe Ton, 19 and 6. Superb, disaster for some of these guys. Obviously, we're very, very sad about that, but great to see it give these chaps an opportunity to really start. And we don't often see Philippe Ton featured on the TV screen, but he's having a superb battle here at the moment. 5th, chasing the 4th place Scott Ogden. And I wonder if Scott is going quick enough to close down. He's lapping about the same as the guys in front of him, actually. So I don't know whether he can close that gap. Out on his own then. The number 38 of David Salvador, the 16-year-old Spaniard. He started the race 7th in the cup points, but he's doing himself a power of good here. And he's just got to keep that concentration going with, as we're told, there's 7 laps to go there on your screen.
Goes on 4.9 with a gap on the last lap. So he crosses the line again. I'm pretty sure that will increase. But doing a great job. Like you say, he's just stay consistent. He is in the perfect position. You can see the dry lines. These guys battling things. And basically Scott Ogden up there in 4th. He had a good ride here last weekend in the Junior World Championship, and a couple of seconds off winning races at times. So
and there's exceeding track limits for Mario Aggi there. Well, it was Marcus Uriarte was warned that Aggi exceeding track limits as well, and Scott did put his fastest lap of the race in on that previous lap, and he wasn't. Oh, and now down goes number 19. That is Scott Ogden. Total disaster. Just saying great things about him, and he's furious with himself, of course. Yeah, that's it, mate. I just looked away from the screen there to see it, checking on his lap times.
And that is how tricky it is. That's how tricky it is, these guys. And the sun's getting quite low as well, which doesn't help things. The guys have got dark visors on and looking for the damp patches. But it's very difficult to pick things out. And Scott obviously just did nothing wrong at all there, but just slightly damp. The track's cool. It's past the warmest part of the day. Cool track and
well, I just got to not curse Philippe Ton there. He's now moved up to 4th place, of course, with Scott's demise, and that will be a sensational finish for the 15-year-old German. As I say, he qualified very, very well. I knew, in 10th place, it's not sensational, but for him, very, very good qualifying. It's great to say, well, this battle is raging, isn't it, for 2nd and 3rd place, and it's still. I thought that actually Marcus Uriarte had got away from Mario Aggi, but the Indonesian has got back on terms with him. He said he's really enjoyed this weekend. He said he had a really good long lap penalty for Guevara, and he's down in 8th place, so he's in this pack here, and he's going to have the long lap penalty. But Mario Aggi said he had a good time last weekend at the Spanish Championship round here, and he said he could carry, and there's a couple guys exceeding track limits, including number 7 Daniel Munoz there. But the Guevara is on 33, who you can expect to see take a long lap penalty, and that's 89. That's Marcus Uriarte, and what's happened to him? Because he was in that battle for second place.
Yeah, he's second. Looks like he's got a technical problem.
Technical problem, yeah.
So unusual.
And very, as you say, these KTM RC 250Rs are so reliable, and I don't know whether we didn't see him fall off. I don't think he had time to have fallen off and picked it up again. But another twist in this race. My goodness gracious me, we've got the 38 David Salvador imperiously out on his own, riding superbly. We don't want to curse him. 4 laps remaining, and there's still damages around to catch people out, aren't there? That's for sure. So Mario Aggi is now on his own in 2nd place. Philippe Ton is in a podium position.
Oh, and he's got a long lap penalty.
Oh no! Oh my goodness!
Yeah, and the number 33 Eisen Guevara, he had a brilliant weekend here last weekend, a winning weekend, fantastic. So made absolutely no mistakes at all. But he's got a long lap penalty.
It'll be interesting because Ton is like he's got, he's 10 seconds in front of Billy Van Aert. So in fact, he can do that long lap penalty. It's 83. Guevara's done his long lap penalty, but in fact, Aggi's now got a long lap penalty, the man in 2nd place. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh wow. Well, there's still 4 laps of twists and turns to go. Right. Okay, so Aggi, the man in 2nd place, has got a long lap penalty. Mario Aggi. So has Philippe Ton in 3rd place, but they are both far enough ahead of Billy Van Aert, Tonte van der Gerberg, Baswari, Guevara, Bartelli, Detweiler. They're all far enough ahead. But Ton has what's happened to Ton? He's now disappeared off the timing screens.
Well, he would possibly doing his long lap penalty, is he?
But no, he's gone right back to 4th. No, he's gone far too far. Something's happened to Philippe Ton. He's dropped right off the timing screens as we watch the number 34 Mario Aggi, who is in 2nd place, and now Billy Van Aert has been promoted to 3rd, but it's a whole pack of them with Baswari, Van der Gerberg, Bertelli and co. This is now the battle for the final podium position, and poor old Philippe Ton has disappeared. We didn't see the going of him, and again the old commentator's curse. We were just saying what a fabulous job he's doing, and he is now back in 15th place, and in fact I haven't seen him cross the line, so presumably he's gone off track somewhere. So the number 29 machine of Billy Van Aert, and there is the number 34 machine of Mario Aggi in 2nd place. As I say, it's Billy who now heads that battle for the last podium position, the 3rd place on the number 29.
We've got another long lap penalty for Lunetta now.
Yep. And did we see actually Mario Aggi perform a long lap?
No, because he's still in second position. So he's got a big gap.
He's got a huge gap.
But great to see Billy Van Eert as well, the Australian, having a great end to season as well. Just not the season we expected, but really nice to see him having the podium position.
Right, my goodness gracious me. 12 laps.